G'day everybody, welcome to another ride with the Everyday Zwifter. Today we're doing the Tour De Zwift Stage 4. Let's get dirty. It's a short ride. It's the jungle circuit. Got about 70 in the race. Mostly on dirt. Always a decision on these routes, depending on what country you're from, whether we go with the mountain bike, the road bike, or the gravel bike. And today I've controversially gone with the gravel bike, somewhere in the middle. Not the quickest on the tarmac, and not the quickest on the dirt. So let's see if our all-rounder ability can get us a decent finish. It's not a big field, so we're not going to be too far down. So if we can finish in the top third, we'll be pretty happy with that. As a high-level Category C rider, we're probably not going to be able to hang with the very front riders. We'll see how we go. My theory was on this tarmac section, if I can hang in the draft with the road bikes, then that would see me through, especially since it's downhill and the gravel bike's a bit heavier. And there is double draft to drag you along. So that's that theory. Then as we get into the dirt section, try and do the same with the mountain bikes. Nice little group at the front now, probably 15-20 riders. Bit of separation behind. So the roadies have made their break from the mountain bikes. There's one or two probably in this front group. It's a long lead in, but only a short bit is on tarmac. So it's a nice start. Just a quick burst at the very start and then into the yellows and greens as we roll our way down the hill. Alright, that's the downhill section. Now we're onto level ground and I've got a decision to make whether I want to try and stick with this front group, put some watts up, or let them go and wait for another group. There's a few riders behind me, so I've got some room to play with. I'm going to try and stick with this front group for a little bit longer. .3 kilometers down. Just maintain power as you crest these little ridges. And there's the bike. Canyon gravel bike. No choice of wheels on the gravel bikes yet, so you just get what you're given the frame. There's about 4 to choose from. And the mountain bikers are making a break for it again. On the downhill, their weight just carries them off, and on the lighter bikes you've got to make a conscious effort to stay in the draft. Put a few watts down, see if we can catch back on. Probably should have done it a little bit earlier. Trying to follow green across. Get the odd late starter who drops in. Tyrrell's trying to bridge. It's hard work on this gravel though, a lot more rolling resistance. And the dust makes it hard to see. You got to go by the times on the rider list on the side there. Anything over a second is going to be hard to cross, unless you really amp up the sprint power. So they're gone. Time for a rest. Recover the legs a little bit. Still got 9.6 kilometers to go of gravel up and down. Got a bunch of 5 here, so I'm going to try and ride with them, and there's a bigger bunch behind. We'll see if they can catch up. Not going to wait too consciously for them though. This rider ahead's hasn't caught the mountain bike, so we're going to sweep him up as well. Second group of mountain bikes sweep through. Would have been nice to join on, but they were just going too fast to catch on. Legs are feeling good this ride. Feel like I'm able to put the power down without lactic building up too quickly. So looking forward to a good ride. Got a group of 6 now. That helps us with our speed, and on this boardwalk the mountain bikes don't seem to have as much advantage, and then this little short bit of road, tarmac road, where the road bikes and the gravel bikes have a bit of an advantage over the mountain bikes again. So I'm just sitting in the draft of the road bikes while they're in their element. We've caught up a little bit to these mountain bikes. Seem to have slowed down a bit. And I see a chance to bridge across. It's down to a second. So I just upped the watts a bit, 3.5 watt a kilogram. Just bridge across. I'm in their draft already. My rider's sitting upright to show me that. And I wonder if anyone else is coming with me. I didn't go that violently. Oh, there's one. Come on, you guys. So now I've got a nice group of mountain bikes to ride with and draft off and see how we go. Wang's made it across. No idea what level these riders are. They could be Bs, could be As. Probably Bs or Cs. Tyrrell's laying down the watts to bridge now. Back on a more road bike favourable surface. And here they come. Maybe they knew that. Back on the dirt. Speed things up now. This is pretty much our grouping. And we're getting close to the climbing section. See how the lighter gravel bike goes with the better rolling resistance mountain bikes. It's not really a fair test though, because it's rider dependent as well, and I'm a light rider but not that powerful. FTP around 200 watts. So I've identified Mango as the rider seems to be most at my level, my speed, so I'm gonna anchor myself to his back wheel pretty much. So I'm liking the look of that power graph down the bottom there. Lots of yellow, bits of red, able to sustain some good power in this ride. It is only a short ride though, so you can consciously put out a bit extra knowing the finish isn't too far away. Tyrrell's found his mojo and he's off up the road now. I'm just trying to hang on to Mango's wheel. I'm trying to measure who's putting out more watts per kilogram. fluctuates, of course, but I think it's me a little bit. Five kilometers to go. Nearly at the top. Down the suspension bridge. I wondered if the mountain bikes would speed up down there a bit more. Always power up this crest here, carry your speed, just put a bit of effort in, and then you hit this downhill. And you see we've gapped Mango a little bit. Blundell's onto me. But that's nice, at least I've got someone to draft. But it definitely takes it out of you. Mango's back. And now Blundell's said, that's it, I'm out of here. It's just going to get a gap, make us work. And just about here, I unnecessarily go into the red a little bit too much. And Mango slingshots off me, and I can't hang on anymore because I've gone into the red too much. Trying to catch on again, but to no use. Those mountain bikes, they are definitely at their strengths going downhill like this in the dirt. So it's 1.7 kilometres to go, and I'm wondering if I can keep off the riders behind me, keep away, but it doesn't look like it. So I've got to save up some energy, try and recuperate the legs, let them join on, and see how we go. Couple more mountain bikes. Again, going pretty fast, got up the watts just to try and get in the draft, and I think I nearly missed it. But we just made it. I think I have to anticipate that a bit more and speed up before they get to me. Either way, I'm pretty happy with the top 20 position I'm in. Just about finished the downhill, and I think there's a couple of more roady sections coming up, so we'll see how that plays out. Oh, here we go, boardwalk. Try and push off a little bit, but that's not the wisest move so close to the finish. I'll just ease off now and let them come past and lead me out. Tarmac, so good for the gravel bike compared to the mountain bike. 400 metres to go. Haven't done this route for a long time. I forget which way the finish goes. Bit of gravel coming up here. And the finish is just around the corner. Time to sprint. And what do you know, the legs have still got something left. Seems like my practice is paying off. We roll across the line. The other two didn't sprint too hard. Finished in 13th place, so very happy with that. 208 watts for the ride. That's towards the upper end, 3.2 watt a kilogram. I think that worked out to be on Zwift Power. So that's the jungle loop, mostly dirt. Gravel bike went pretty good. Can't say whether it was better than a mountain bike or not. And I'm not about to ride it again on the mountain bike, but definitely didn't suffer too much. So yeah, worth a ride. The mountain bike and the gravel bikes are definitely faster than the road bike, so definitely worth choosing them. It probably depends a little bit on who you can draft and how you put your power down. Whether with the gravel bikes, they pretty good at going uphill because they're a bit lighter. they definitely suffer downhill, so you want to get in the draft of one of those mountain bikes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. Hope you learned something about mountain bikes and gravel bikes. I'm no expert. I simply ride and test as I go. And one result doesn't mean a rule, but gives us some idea, doesn't it? So yeah, thanks again for watching. Catch you later. Bye bye.